First of all of that, we have in the top right side over here the red Zerg player. He's been making some real waves recently. Been getting better and better, getting better results to prove it as well. He is the Afrika Freaks, ARMANI. And in the bottom left side, it's the blue Terran. He's actually on Team Envy. He's not just there for the anime waifus. He is Bunny. Look at that. Again, made a new little picture there. Every time I see them, they just have their clan portraits updated. With some other pretty anime girl. Interesting. It's very interesting. I talked to Bunny about it at one point, and he mentioned that apparently it's not that people like the anime girls, and that's why they're all joining Team Envy right now, even though, you know, some of them are on Jin Air Green Wings and such. It looks like they're more so just kind of interested in the community and the people that are hanging out there, try to get all the practice in that they can. Ooh, it's gonna get a circling here. No, it's not gonna be able to. I thought that he would. He may still be able to do it. Careful, you're on creep. Oh, there we go. That's reasonable. Fortunately, though, for him, he didn't get to block that third base. A tip for Terrans, perhaps, just send your Reaper first to this little corner over here. A lot of Zergs love to just hide that drone right over there before your Reaper actually can get over there. And then you should be able to shut that down relatively easily. You're gonna have less time juggling against the Zerglings, but in reality, I mean, it's still much more valuable, I'd say at least, to get a drone kill over here somewhere, denying that third base for a long time, than potentially getting one or two Zerglings, right? The difference between getting a base delayed by a significant amount of time, maybe even getting a drone kill compared to getting two or maybe one Zergling, I say, is rather large. So, anyway. And later on, at some point, maybe we're gonna get Zergs trying to mix it up and send a drone over here, so they, you know, it's a 50-50 for the Reaper to take that shot. But yeah, definitely still something worthwhile, I'd say. Especially if you want to be ultra safe as well. You can send your SCV to one place and then your Reaper to the other place, right? If you want to go for the SCV Scout, at least that is, you're going to be able to make that work as well. Go for the SCV Scout, deny the base. You're even going to be able, like, if you send your SCV over here, you're going to be able to check behind the mineral lines to see, is there a drone here? Is there no drone here? Alright, well, if there is, you can just send your Reaper blindly to that location instead of having to check both as well. Tiny things, tiny things. Wow, this Meteorino stuff is better than ever. I was able to add a whole buck for free in 2 minutes. I mean, yeah, this is true. This is true. You can just kind of in the background, especially doing some breaks, we're going to have ultimately, right, as the other veto processes are going to have to be planned out as well. We're going to be able to see the Meteorino page. I'll be coming back to that at a later point as well. Right, Bunny. Let's talk about Bunny here for a while, right? I think people know about ARMANI. He's been playing very well recently. He's been getting some good results. Bunny as well. I mean, I have to say, he's been making some more headway. I feel like he is getting better and better continuously. When I see him, it's just, you know, sometimes he likes to get very dangerous, live on the edge, try to do whatever doom drop, you know, in a TVT or maybe in some other matchups as well. That is classic Bunny. And I don't know. I don't know if it's a bad thing. Perhaps if he does it every single game, which he doesn't. It's become less and less regular. But with it being less and less regular, you know, people not expecting it anymore, could mean that it is actually a really good move, right? It's not just, you know, it's not just a Hail Mary in a way. Because, well, in a sense, some of the things you do already in StarCraft II, right? That people always say that you need to cheese a little bit now and again to really become a champion. You need to know how to be early aggressive. You need to know how to do the macro game. You need to do all of these things, combine it so that your opponent doesn't quite know what they're playing against. And being able to do, well, big ballsy play, like just going in with a ton of medevacs into a main base, could help out as well. Is the Zest match played? No, the Zest match has not been played quite yet. This is the first match that we're playing. This is the first game. We've only just started due to a little bit of a delay. Apparently Armani, I'm not quite sure if his PC wasn't working or something else, but he was having some troubles. Apparently our Korean stream is also having computer problems, so I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, Armani now in the house of Special Juanito. And he's allowed to use his PC. Oh, this is a lot of Zerglings actually getting this around here. Still need a little bit of a spread. Okay, no bailing speed helping out Bunny quite a lot here. Needs to be careful not to overstay his welcome, though. Bailing speed is completed right now, and it's going to make it a lot more difficult to make some movements onto that creep. Zerglings on the back foot as well, trying to perhaps get a bit of a surround going here. Deny the micro, but a little bit of a lucky break there, perhaps, for Bunny. Already moving backwards and finding those Zerglings there for free now. Alright, that is the Mutalisk transition for Armani coming up as well. He's still going for the the +2/+2. Alright, double upgrades for his Zerglings and his Banelings. So those Mutalisk are a little bit later than we sometimes see nowadays, but I think that is very, very fine as well. I do enjoy myself some heavily upgraded Ling and Baneling action. Usually does turn out okay. Right, Marines and Widowmines here all together with some Siege Tanks as well, looking to get a bit of a pushable location going, and this seems very worthwhile of a place. Honestly, there's not a lot of creep spread here. The Siege Tank, actually, is that already capable of shooting the mineral line? Yes, it is. Oh, that is a big leg spike, isn't it? What was that?
Game paused.
That's a weird one. Stop game. Boy. Yeah, wait. Yeah, that was a big one. That was a big spike. Go, go, stop 5 seconds. What's that? What are they saying? Go, 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 go. Alright. Some drones there are being shot down. 2 Widowmines here. We'll be able to shut down the Mutalisk on the top side as well. Doesn't seem like there's enough Marines here, though, to really stand their ground against the Mutalisk. Are there? Oh, just barely, not really. That Siege Tank, if he got one more shot off there, would have been able to perhaps deal with the Baneling numbers. It's a pretty good trade overall, though, for Bunny, considering how many units Armani sent into the fray there. I think that was an alright trade. Bunny just got to be careful for the counter-attack here. The potential can be quite devastating. +2/+2 is about to be finished up, though, so that's going to help him out a ton. He has Drilling Claws also, so quick adjustments on the placement of the Widowmines here can help out against that mobility of the Zerglings and the Mutalisk quite a bit also. Alright, single Zergling here still. Thor's on the way. Seems that Bunny is making some headway in the anti-Mutalisk technology. Was that a misclick? Was he trying to get the... No, I think he was just trying to get off of creep. I thought he was trying to kill the changelings there. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, Belair left the game. Maybe Belair was actually causing some of the lag there. Who knows? Zerglings on the bottom. Some nice Widowmine hits there. Is there a wall off? No, there is not. Those Widowmines not in the ground either. That's going to be a big one, as we do have Bunny pushing forwards here on the top side as well. I think the Zerglings actually, they did get handled rather nicely. They are all gone now. +3/+3 on the way as well. Bit of a surround here with the Mutalisk, finding the Widow Mines to the face there a little bit. I really enjoy the way that Bunny is approaching this. Like, he's not being super aggressive, but he's taking really good trades. He's not taking any losses at home. He's denying a lot of the movements here for Armani, and well, here we go. Let's see if he will be able to take another good trade. Actually, quite a couple of his Marines there clumped up. He does once again lose his army. There's more stuff here on the left side. And most of the Zerglings and the Banelings are gone now once again, so they are going to have to be recreated. As Bunny set up shop there with a couple of Widow Mines. Nice usage of the Overlords. Is this base actually going to fall, though? It very well may. That's going to get very close. Oh, it's one more shot. 6 HP remains. Just barely not going to be able to target that one down. Which goes and had a better PC? Are you and me both, man? Right. Well, I wish I could do something about it, guys. I'm not a very rich person. Very poor, actually. If you do have the money to get me a better PC, be my guest. Alright. Big connection there once again. A attack of the Mutalisk here on the left side as well. Alright, more Mutalisk harassments. And on the left side we got a pretty reasonable Widow Mine connection there. Still some headway being made by Bunny, as Bunny is getting himself, you know what, rid of those Mutalisk as well. He lost a couple of overall SEVs, but his economy does still seem to be okay. Surprised this base never got revisited there. And yeah, Armani taps out. FPS in the game are a pain in the at the moment. Dropped from a steady, trying to fix that. I see. I mean, to be fair, I feel like it happens more so as well whenever I'm on the Korean side of things. Sometimes it does tend to get a bit more choppy. I'll try to change some settings here. But yeah, there's only so much I can do, guys. There's like, I'm not a professional streamer. This is not really how I make my money. Make some money here and there, but perfectly watchable. Thank you, Bitterwood. Try my best, guys. Try my best. Everything was smooth for those. Alright. Alright. We'll continue onwards. Second game here, Death Aura. It's a smaller map, who knows. May help me out. Yeah, it's not my broadcast software settings. I've already optimized those quite a couple of times. Up to the point where I was like, alright, yeah, there's no improvements to be made there. Alright, moving onwards with game number 2. Death Aura here. Let's see what our players have in store. Alright, 1 point on the board. It's the blue Terran player fighting for Team NV. He is Bunny. And his opponent in the top left side, it's a red Zerg. Fighting for the Afrika Freaks. He is 1 point down. ARMANI. Okay, let's see what they got in store for us right now. What Bunny will be able to do? Will he just go for this straight up macro opening again, the triple CC? It seems to be working out very well for him. He doesn't get very aggressive with the Widow Mines or anything of the sorts. As some other Terrans like to do right now. Money looks like he is also going for quite the macro opening here. We'll have to wait and see for that third base, of course. Wouldn't be surprised if he starts hiding his drone again here. Keep an eye out for that. Could be a little bit of an indicator as to what he wants to do. Does he want to get aggressive? Does he want to just go for the macro game again? Is Bunny the best? I think Bunny is one of the best people overall in the scene, you know. He's a really nice guy. Fantastic to talk to. A lot of fun. He tries pretty damn hard in the game as well. As much of the StarCraft II pros, of course. It's not a lot to be accomplished within StarCraft II without trying really hard. There is that factory opening for Bunny. Alright, there's the drone trying to hide himself in a little corner. Bunny, not gonna check for it again here. It's just gonna go straight towards the natural. Sometimes you do catch the drone in transition, right? But, I mean, yeah, this is a bit unfortunate. Yeah, that's, well, I guess fortunate for ARMANI, right? Ooh, Bunny really committing to this circling right here. Oh, he may lose the Reaper. Ooh, that was close. That was really close. Going to the top again. He didn't see the third base just quite yet. Now we'll get the confirmation that that is the thing. As he is already starting his own third CC as well here. And then behind it a regular 1-1-1. So I doubt we'll be seeing a lot of very early on aggression from Bunny again here. Would make more sense that he's just gonna maybe try to poke in and out on the creep a little bit with those Hellions. But even with the Hellions, you gotta be careful not to get too aggressive because you just don't have that much at home, right? With the triple CC. You need to ensure that you're not just getting run into by a ton of Zerglings, which is something you leave yourself exposed to, potentially. If you keep sending out those Hellions without having much of a bioforce or something else to maintain safety. Alright, so you can see keeping a couple of those Hellions back at home. Once again, opening up with the Banshees as well. Very, very safe openings here overall from Bunny. Doesn't want to die to any type of early Zergling aggression, nor to the early Roach aggression. Banshees, of course, can, together with the Hellions as well, be utilized for some harassment purposes. Deny creep, kill some workers here and there. Whatever floats your fancy. Which is why this is one of the safest overall openings for Terrans here. That's why we see this so many times. But it's a fun style to look at, though, I'd say, right? It's a fun style to look at. Also, it can transition rather well into bio and mech. Either or, you do have yourself the option to kind of pick whatever you want to go for there. Oh, it's a bit unfortunate. Probably was not expecting the queen to be that early on. He's going to get on top of this drone. Yes, he will be able to. That's always nice, right? Slight delay in that base. I know it's only one drone kill, but it can still be a little bit annoying here for ARMANI. Starting up that other supply depot wall. The double barracks that have been in production for a while now have been created. Very likely that we'll see a bit of a move out once again together with that siege tank and these mariners here. Alright, and here's the question then, of course, for the other side. ARMANI, is he going to be ready for a aggression like this? His creep spread is a little bit lackluster on the left side, right? That is one thing that we need to note. The other thing is, of course, that we have the bailing speed not quite being ready yet. That is still quite a ways off. Other than that, we have ourselves a Hydralisk 10 as well on the way. And in order to buy himself some time, it looks like he will be trying to get aggressive here with a run by. Oh, the supply depot just barely in the nick of time. We'll be able to get lifted here. He's got to be careful. Those Marines need to jump into high gear. And minimal losses, I'd say. 3 workers in total. That is still very acceptable. I would not be upset about that at all if I was Bunny. Come in here, still has a reasonable force as well to try and deal with run by Zerglings. Bailing speed, it's starting to get a little bit ready here. But with the siege tanks this far back, they are very safe. They won't be attacked that quickly, but at the same time it makes it a lot harder to get into a position where you're actually doing real damage here. But you know what, it may pay off for him as ARMANI is trying to push out on the location without bailing speed, without creep there. So that was a very favorable trade for Bunny, as now, once again, ARMANI realizing, you know what, I need to try and make something else happen somewhere. Going across the field with those Zerglings. Marines here, not quite in the wall correctly. And this base here is also under a bit of pressure, but so is the economy for Bunny, it looks like. Now he will be able to settle the score once again. Losing 9 workers in total. Continuing the pushing forwards here on the left side. On the right, we have a medevac trying to come in here as well. That's a lot of queens, though. Oh, dear mother. Alright, Widowmine does burrow. Not the greatest target there, unfortunately, but Bunny does stabilize. The economy for ARMANI, I mean, he's trying to get it up to above the 80, 90, maybe potentially 90 workers here. Making a lot of stuff happen. We need to see a stim here. Target that bailing. Okay, does manage to do it. One more bailing coming in, and it should be an okay trade here for yeah, for Bunny, I'd say. Can run away now as well. Did lose the medevacs though, I suppose. That was a bit of a bummer. Not the greatest. Right, +2/+2 coming in here momentarily for ARMANI as well as. Let's see, where else is he taking this? The infestation pit ready right now. We'll be starting the hive tack and the lurker den momentarily, I'd say. And as much as the Hellion Banshee opening from a Terran is the way to play this game safe, I'd say this is the way to play the game safe as well for the Zergs. Unless if you're called DRG, then you always want to get yourself into the Mutalisk instead of the Hydralisk, because I don't know what he does with them, but there's some sort of magic dust sprinkled over those Mutalisk from DRG. They always manage to do so much more than anybody else's Mutalisk for some reason. Magic Muta dust. Alright. Skedaddle on out of there as quickly as possible. So dropping the main base as well, actually, doing quite a bit of damage. 7 workers, not bad. There's nothing really to be frightened of too much for ARMANI at this moment in time, though, I'd say. Can afford to take those losses. Not too many times though, of course. That's the scary thing here. If he does that too many times, that could still become a problem. But as things are looking, will not be too much slowed down here. Already opening up the map, taking out the rooks on the right side. I think he's going to go for the left side rooks as well. And allow those lurkers to make a quick run across the middle here. Try and take out the whatever they can. Big stim forward. This base could be in a little bit of trouble. A big siege tank line here. Not quite sieged up though. Oh, those Baneling connections are absolutely disgusting. Rather disturbing, but it is still going to be enough for Bunny to hold his ground here. Not enough of the Hydralisks came in at the same time together with the Zerglings and the Banelings. And the Lurkers, they are being outranged and quite heavily by the siege tank, as the seismic spines wasn't completed there just quite yet. So Armani does lose a base. Now he's only on, let's see, only a couple of mineral patches remaining here in his main and his natural. He needs to find another base to be able to take here. Whether that be on the left side or retake the top side base, whatever is going to be fine. But he does need to really find himself that reclaimed base space. Zerglings, is this a base that can be saved? I don't think it will be. Yeah, without any repair there. That is a bit unfortunate. It got quite close, but a base for a base. An eye for an eye. That is what we're seeing right now. More units for Armani. Jeez Louise, that's a lot of lurkers. Oh, their hold position as well. Oh, that is this. Oh, shivers, shiver me timbers. That was not what you like to see as a Bunny fan, I would say. Right, Armani here making some great headway though on the left side as well. Grabbing a couple of tanks, shutting it down. Doesn't want to lose those Vipers though. Okay, moves them away now. That would have been so bad losing those Vipers there. Hold position once again, showing the power of the surprise. An ambush attack. Well spotted there for Armani to see an opportunity there. Let's see. Some drop play behind this base. Should be able to reposition itself away from those lurkers here. Bunny seems a bit preoccupied with the other locations for now. It's gonna just try to pick up to drop a safer location. It's not really a safer location though. But you know what, it was a worthy effort. Okay, more pushing and across the middle. Ah, excuse me. And there's the yoinks once more. And actually getting a good amount of the siege tanks there. Only 2 remain. That's not going to be enough to really withstand the heavy numbers of lurkers that we have got going for ourselves. Banelings actually rolling in on the right side as well. Oh, they will be able to get 2 workers. Oh, that is not what you want to see as a Zerg. Oh, they're Bunny doing a classic Bunny maneuver. I think this is a really good play though, overall, against the lurkers. You don't want to just fight straight up against those lurkers. You want to try and just avoid them as much as possible. They're not very mobile. Was that enough though? Was that enough damage? I don't think so. Cleaning up a base on the right side may make it a little bit more worth. Is he gonna try to push his luck and get this base also? I don't know if he should. Probably not, right? Maybe with a little bit of a delay. Maybe Armani will send his forces back to the left side. Maybe with re-dropping some of these units in the main. Still a full medevac there. Can cause quite a bit of harassment. Let's see how many units here are being pulled backwards. Actually, every single one of them. A smart move, though, with those changelings, trying to see whether or not the right side is under real threat. Will be able to reposition himself in time. Ghost here. Ghost gonna have a rough time as well to really deal with the lurkers here, with Banelings and Zerglings running straight on into them. Picking everything up that he can. Getting closer to the reinforcements, but, well, nice EMPs actually on those Vipers there. It's gonna keep his siege tank safe. At least. I suppose also some of the medevacs. Alright, nuclear missiles also on the way. A little bit of harassment on the left, as we do have a fight about to be popping off here on the right. Top right side, that's a heavy fortified position though for Armani. Not quite sure if this is a lot of headway to be made here. EMPs on the Vipers not quite landing in time, so a lot of tanks once again getting abducted. How many tanks do we got remaining here? Only 2. The base here on the left side also did get taken out. More of the siege tanks yoinks right there. Some Zerglings doing the harassment as well. Liberators, there is the nuke coming in. We'll be trying his best right there. Maybe unnecessary, but I love doing that. Trading okay against the Hydralisk. As long as he gets the Hydralisk. Oh, the drones did get pulled in time. Armani does seem to be in a pretty alright position. That's actually a really good concave there from Bunny. He's going to be able to push through the Lurkers here. Still a big bank available though. He's going to get the Vipers and he gets another base here. So that is quite the crucial play here for Bunny. Needed to have this happen. Can he delay this base even further? More so, is he going to be able to trade efficiently enough? Oh, he's going to try to jump on top of that Lurker. I'm not quite sure if that was the way to do it. More units coming in already though. Siege tanks, let's say, will be able to at least shot down one of the Lurkers. Another nuke up into the sky. Cancelling it, coming forwards. Pretty darn cool, using nukes to force those Lurkers into a different location here. Very well done, getting another cancel on that base. As Bunny is moving further forwards onto the creep. Gotta be careful, some snipes are working in his favor here. He's doing really well, getting on top of these cocoons before the Lurkers are ready. Getting his concave in absolute epic proportions. That is quite the push here from Bunny. That is making a lot of headway. I'm not quite sure if there's going to be anything here in time anymore for Armani to counteract this. Some great volleys though from the Lurkers on top of that marine ball. We'll be able to slow this down a little bit. Armani realizes he needs to bring everything back home that he can. He needs to solve the situation here. He's got a big clump of Vipers. I should be able to yoink any siege tank into the Lurkers whenever he may need it to. There's no Ghost EMP here either. There's a Blinding Cloud that is available, but my dear Lord, Bunny is making some absolutely miraculous plays right now. Some of the best anti-lurker play I've seen from any Terran, honestly. Maybe some lucky finds here and there as well, of course, with the lurker cocoons and such, but still very impressive things here from Bunny, utilizing the siege tanks, the Ghost EMP on the Vipers, getting those nukes up in the sky, trying to just force those lurkers backwards, and then with great concaving, going on top of those lurkers as well. The left side here, this base is quite an important base for Bunny. He has not been mining for a long time, and he needs to keep these bases afloat. He needs to keep them going. A lot of SCVs actually being picked off right now. There's the Yoinks. EMPs come in as well. We'll be able to shut down a lot of the energy of the Vipers. Will it be enough though? Does Bunny have the force that he needs to actually kill this, or is he gonna get in trouble. Okay, he did kill off all the lurkers that were coming close enough to shut down any mining, and here he goes, committing to the fight. The siege tank on the top side still helping out quite a bit. Does get yoinked though, but there's no lurkers underneath these hydras. There's just queens and vipers. That's not going to be enough against the marine marauder ghost with this amount of medevacs on top of them as well. More reinforcements for both of these players coming in, but the reinforcements for Bunny just of higher quality here. Also higher in supply. There's no banelings, there's no lurkers, nothing of the sorts coming in anymore. It's just more and more zerglings. Let's see how they will be able to do. Oh, those EMPs. Fan-bloody-tastic. Bunny taking a 2-0 victory here against ARMANI.